My people of YouTube, what the fuck is up? So pretty much it is Wednesday right now. We are heading to Houston tomorrow. We're doing a photo shoot for the Onera drop, which you guys have probably seen pictures of already because the time this video is coming out, everything should be out already. And we are meeting up with Nuno, TNF down there. Hopefully we're going to get a lift in. That should be fun. You guys, we faked the beef. I literally texted Nuno and I was like, yeah, I'm going to just start beef with you. And he was like, all right, bet. And then our videos did way better than we expected. And then we just kind of ran with it because it was funny. Some people bought it. Most people didn't. But it was just kind of for shits and giggles because me and Nuno are friends. You know, that's nothing about me being on PEDs was real, obviously. About me roid raging on PEDs, I should say. But yeah, we're moving down to Houston in a month. Super duper excited to just get down there, meet some more guys. Because there's a decent amount of guys coming down for the shoot as well that I haven't met before. So it'll be exciting to meet everyone there. Pretty much plan for when I'm here, I'm going to record a lift with Nuno, Michael Sullivan. That's what we got on the plate today. But yeah, it's honestly, I've seen a lot of stuff recently from you guys about talking about my YouTube and saying how it's like the most motivational thing. I want you to take a step back, right? And I'm so grateful that you guys say I'm motivational and I'm very passionate, which I am, absolutely. And I try and be motivational for you guys. But there's only so much motivational content that you can consume. It's not productive to just consume motivational content, right? That's what I want to say. You need to be taking fucking action. You can't just sit here, consume all the motivational content, listen to me yelling at you about, locking in on your life, hitting legs twice a week, doing all of these things. And obviously I yell at you out of a place of love, right? Always first and foremost. But if you just consume, especially fitness content, just consume all this motivational mindset stuff, but you don't actually put it to use, it is fucking useless. You're better off just doom scrolling. It's the same exact thing. But you get dopamine from consuming this motivational content and it feels productive. But what is truly productive is putting your fucking head down, cutting out the noise and working. You need to work. I want to make this abundantly clear. What you guys see on my YouTube, on my TikTok, on everything is a highlight reel. I have had countless times where it is 1, 2 in the morning. I am fucking stressed. I am tired. I don't want to post my videos. I don't want to respond to my clients. I don't want to onboard clients. I don't want to take calls, but I do it anyway. And that is what you got to understand is that I'm not motivated in these scenarios. I didn't watch any kind of motivational content in order to get me to this place, but my truthful need to make my business successful is exactly why I do it. My need to make my business successful completely outweighs the way I'm feeling in the moment. Same thing for the YouTube. Sometimes I don't want to record fucking jack shit. I hate recording my sessions, but I know you guys love them and I know you guys love the speeches and all of this stuff. So I do it anyways because my drive to grow my business, my social media, and help as many of you guys out as humanly possible will outweigh any kind of feeling that I have in the current moment because I know that the work I am putting in right now will pay off 100-fold in the future as long as I can keep executing no matter how I feel. And when I talk to a lot of these guys who are in the same space as me, they're like, bro, how are you posting so many videos and this and that and this and that? And I'm not saying this to brag, but you gotta just fucking want it. You gotta want it more than anything in the fucking world. There is not a day where I don't lay down in bed and the business isn't what I'm thinking about. Literally, this is all I think about. This is what I live. This is what I breathe. And that's it. And a lot of people will say, oh, that's sad. You need balance. You need to do this and that. Fuck that. Now we are getting to a place. We're becoming more established. We're moving to Houston. We're doing all these cool things because I decided that it was fucking time to lock the fuck in. So stop consuming the motivational content so much. It helps. Sure, it's fun to hear. But you got to use it and actually fucking work. So let's go. Let's hit this goddamn pole day in Houston with Michael Sullivan and Nuno, and let's get fucking jacked. All right, so we are back home. For now, we move in a month, as I mentioned previously. Honestly, that was a definitely pretty fun trip. It was a lot. I was kind of busy throughout the whole time, so I didn't really get to lift with a lot of the guys, in the Ekkovision guys in general, because I had all of my calls accidentally scheduled for Saturday, when I should have been blocking them off. So I was like crazy stressed out when I was there trying to figure everything out, because I made sure that all of my clients, I had calls with them, even though I was supposed to be booked off that entire weekend. I accidentally booked the next weekend off in terms of all my calls, because I thought it was the next weekend I was going, not this weekend, which was just totally my fault. That was just me being completely stupid. But I take care of all my clients, had all my calls, because I do weekly calls with all my clients as well. So we just made sure to get all of that out of the way. So I kind of had to train at weird times, eat at weird times, all that good stuff. And I was honestly a crazy stress monkey. Got to make sure the striker coaching website stays up. But yeah, honestly, it was a crazy stress monkey the entire time. I was really tweaking about all my clients. Like, I'm sitting there on my phone the entire time. But look, it just goes to show, right? You're always going to have fuck ups, especially when you're owning a business or something like that as well. You're always going to have something that gets fucked up. Nothing is ever going to go to plan. And this can apply to literally any aspect of your life, right? Your gym journey, for example. Sometimes you're going to be in a deficit. The scale's not going to be moving. It might not be moving for a few weeks because you messed up on your sodium intake. Maybe something you ate a little bit closer to bed. There are so many different factors, and not everything is going to go to plan 100% of the time. And that's important. And that's a part of just life in general. You need to learn how to take circumstances that are less than ideal and fucking triumph over them. I love when I have problems at this point, because I know that on the other end of me feeling uncomfortable or not knowing what to do or having a problem, I'm going to learn something from it. Every time you have a negative in your life, don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as, what can I fucking learn from this moment? What can I learn from me being in Houston and not booking my calls off correctly? Probably that I should get my shit together a little bit more when it comes to call schedules. Maybe I should look and double check things more than I do, because I'm definitely a pretty unorganized person in general. So that was kind of a note to me, like, fuck, maybe I need to be a little bit more organized to take this business to the next level. Just tiny little things like that are all lessons and important lessons that you need to take away. And this, again, goes with your gym journey. That's what I was saying previously with the diet or something. Everything is going to fuck up in one way or another. Nothing is ever going to go 100% to plan. I've even had this happen recently with Pump Ducks as well. If any of you guys don't know, I own my own clothing company called Pump Ducks. We're going through and we're ordering samples right now. We've got a new drop coming out in the next few months, which is super duper exciting. But it's a lot. We're ordering samples. We're seeing what works, what doesn't. We have graphic designers now that we've hired. So it's really starting to move. But there are just so many little fuck ups that happen along the way, like international shipping costs, things like, inventory getting here in time and actually making sure the shirts get made on time, and so many different things like this. So no, I don't exactly have a 100% when the drop is going to be out, but it should be out within the next 1 to 2 months. We've been cooking up some pretty cool designs for you guys. We've got some great hoodie actually now that it's going to look really, really good. And it's a very, very nice material. I was really, really happy with it as well. So that's just another exciting piece, growing the Pump Ducks, as well as the coaching, as well as me and Nuno's 2-on-1 coaching, which has been awesome. Another thing that I'm currently interested in doing, which I have started, is I'm going to make a training manual. So I'm going to go over every single thing you need to know. I'm going to name it Hypertrophy Made Simple AF, okay? And I'm just literally, I think I've written 15 pages of it so far. I'm giving you guys a bunch of sample workout programs. I'm giving a bunch of just like how-tos and movements to like avoid or redundant movements and stuff like that. Really just breaking everything down from all of my TikTok videos in the most simple format possible, because it's not going to read like a novel by any means. It's going to read like, oh, this is very easy. I understand what's going on here, because who the fuck wants to read a novel at the end of the day when you're just trying to get jacked? But there are just so many different things that I'm trying to work on for you guys in general, and it gets stressful, right? I'm not going to lie to you guys. Right now, as the time I'm recording this video, I've been working pretty much all day. My first call was at 9 a.m. this morning, and then my last call will be at 8 p.m. tonight. And then I'm going to record another YouTube video tonight just to make sure that I'm getting out as much content as I can for you guys, because I know you really like them. And, you know, the 10 plus posts every single day is always going to stay constant. And even when I was in Houston, I know I mentioned this in the previous bit, a lot of people were just asking me about, you know, growing on social media. I have developed a fairly decent following, not to toot my own horn, but it's just because of volume, right? I put out so much volume that it's just, I can't lose, right? And I'm not saying this again to have like an ego or anything, but I actually learned this from Alex Hormozy, okay? I don't know how I feel about Alex Hormozy. I'm going to be honest here. And I'm not trying to make this into a whole business spiel. But I believe the quote goes, do so much work that it is unreasonable for you not to succeed. And that's the exact kind of mentality that I've gone with the social media, with the coaching, with the businesses, all of this stuff, because I just want to create as much value as I humanly can for you guys. And I want you guys to just see a little bit more about my journey and how everything's kind of going. I won't lie to you guys, though. I'm very nervous about managing all of this while I'm going into prep. It's kind of just been a thought creeping in the back of my head, like how I'm going to keep up this kind of work performance when my calories get really low. But I think that that's going to be the real test of how bad I want it, right? Will I still be able to post consistently 10 times a day? I know I'm going to. Still respond to all my clients, still have all my weekly calls, still run the 2-on-1 group calls with Nuno, still have a Pump Ducks drop, still make training manuals and any kind of things that I can to help you guys. Like, all of these things while being on like 2,000 calories a day, trying to get to 5% body fat is going to be tough. And that is exactly why I want to do it so bad, because I know it's going to suck so bad that I'm going to learn so much about myself throughout the duration of this process that fuck, I'm fired up. Okay. I've done things that I said I was going to do. Previous videos, if you look back a month ago, I'm like, I'm fucking stuck in my college town. I don't know what the fuck to do. And guess what? We dropped out of college. We're moving down to Houston in a month, because all of these things have just been, it's been snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. And I know that if I put the fucking work in, I can do whatever I want. And I want you guys to know that too. Literally anything. And I want you guys to really find something that you fucking like and go all in on it. I feel incredibly blessed to be in the position that I am, and I say it every video, but I'll keep saying it because I'm so incredibly grateful for all the support. A lot of you guys have been liking the YouTube videos, you've been making edits of them, which is pretty awesome. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of the overwhelming support. Striker Coaching is to the moon. We're going to the moon in general. Pump Ducks is going to the moon. Ekkovision is also going to the moon. Everything is just so blessed in my life right now, and it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's get jacked. I'll see you in the next one.